Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Noon with Natalie. My name's Natalie Mayotte. I own Master Your Authentic Voice. I'm a communications coach, and every episode I'm excited to have a guest, but when I get to chat with people globally that I've met through a global network, it makes me even happier today. And today I have Kang Wei. He's a certified Law of Attraction Facilitator, and he is tuning in live from Malaysia. So welcome, Kang Wei.
Hi, hello. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you. Good afternoon to
Oh,
everyone. Thank you,
I'm
Natalie.
so happy to have you. So before we get started, I want the audience to know a little bit about you before we jump into like the main part of the chat. So you actually started an enrichment center that helps children to become better learners and it's a licensed program called Genius Brain back in 2003. A few years later, the founder, Professor Dr. Thomas Hoy, introduced you to a book called The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. That's a lot of W's. And that's where you learn that things happen, whether it's positive or negative, because of how we think and focus. I love that because that is useful in my business. So by then, you had found out more about there's something called the Law of Attraction. You got yourself certified by the author of the Law of Attraction, Micheal Losier, in 2013. And then something happened in 2014, and we'll get back to that in a second. And for the past 8 years, you have been helping corporate companies and business owners to get the desired results that they want. That is incredible. One of his participants just recently in her early 20s, she'd always wanted a new car to bring her mom to Europe, have a 5-figure savings in her bank, and to achieve higher levels in her business of Memorial Park. So after attending one of Kang Wei's workshops, she achieved her goals within 6 months. And today she financed herself a 2-year degree in finance all by herself. And last year, 2020, the pandemic has facilitated the Law of Attraction workshops, where you continue to help more participants globally using Zoom. But on a more personal note, he's a dad. He has 2 children, married, and we have something else in common. You love The Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite shows ever.
Okay.
My husband and I have watched all the seasons.
Me too.
So
have in Malaysia. Yeah.
Let's go back. So you say that, I want to touch on one thing, that things happen positive or negative. And as a communications coach, one of the things people always say to me, oh, I'm scared, I'm nervous. And I say to them, you have to flip that and make it excitement, right? Let's get excited about what we have to talk about. So I like to take that negative energy and spin it. How did you spin this negative experience to a positive back in 2014?
Oh, all right. Thank you. Thank you, Natalie, for having me today. Yeah. In 2014, specifically on the 29th of December, I had a stroke that resulted my right side body was paralyzed.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it's common to everyone when you are in that situation. The questions like why me came upon, and yeah. The moment I changed that question to why not,
okay,
and yeah, clarity comes in, and there's a part where I say, hey, I know law of attraction.
Yeah,
I'm a certified law of attraction facilitator. Why didn't I use that? And I use that to help my process of recovery. And I practically 2 weeks later, I'm able to stand and walk again, like walk in a few steps like that. Yeah. And I remember, I wanted to drive again.
Yeah.
And I said it by April, I want to drive again. And by March, my doctor told me, hey, Kang Wei, most of movements are coming back. Why not try driving? I think you can. And
oh, wow.
I was like, wow. Yeah, exactly like, wow. Yeah.
Well, those are big milestones to achieve. And I guess we should tell our viewers that we actually met in this global network called BNI. That's where we introduced and we networked together. And you tell this story in such a funny way that your therapist couldn't believe that you wanted to go back, to BNI.
Yeah.
Can you kind of give that story, because I think it's such a great story for viewers.
Absolutely, yeah. The power referral. In fact, I was actually referred to this NASA, which is actually a national stroke association for Malaysia, where there are certain professional therapies that helps you to get back to movement and stuff like that. And I always remember this. The first time I went in, the therapist told me, "Hey, they have a new program." I was like, "Yeah, what's that?" He said, "Goal setting." Great.
Goal setting.
I'm all ready for that. And I remember he asked me, "So what's your first goal?" I said, "I want to go back to BNI meeting." Yeah, and the therapist looked at me, "What's BNI?" At that time, my speech was slur.
Yeah.
So I gave him the website, go there and find out more and all these things. So every goal setting, there's a why, and ask me why. And I thought I would give back, I'll go back to help my members for the business and something like that.
Yeah.
And then he asked me, "So what's the second goal?" I said, "I want to walk again." "Why?" "I want to go back to BNI meeting." And by the time he asked me what's the third goal, I said, "I want to drive again." And before he asked me why, he said, "Because you want to go back to BNI meeting?" I said, "Yes."
Yes. There's something about BNI that makes us want to go back. I completely understand that concept.
Yeah.
And you bring up that whole idea of the why me. And I think I'm fully guilty of the why me. I think there was a period in my life when things happened. I would say, why is this happening to me? Why is this so hard? Why is it difficult? Why is it so challenging? However, there was a period in my life, I think, where I flipped it and I said, things happen for a reason. And when I started accepting or seeing it in that perspective, I knew that even though things were very, very hard, I knew there would be an outcome at the end. Would you say that's almost equal to that kind of logic of the law of attraction?
Yes, it does. It does. Because what you focus on grows. And in law of attraction, they don't have you to filter. That means they don't filter only positive stuff, then give it to you or manifest to you. They manifest both negative and positive. Yeah. So if you think of something negative, you are getting more of the same.
Yeah.
If you think of something positive, you're getting more of the same.
Now, what do you say to the non-believers? Because some people just don't believe in this. They're going to say, Kang Wei, forget about it.
Yes. We have that. Yeah, in
but
fact, we do also have, yeah, sorry.
No, how do we, I don't want to say convince, but maybe sway them to the other side that, yes, the law of attraction can work.
Correct. In fact, we also receive a lot of feedback from participants. Before they join the workshop, they always ask this. Kang Wei, I've read the book, The Law of Attraction. I watched this movie, The Secret, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Why am I still getting what I do not want? I say it's simple. I want you to try this. And I say, try this. Don't think of an elephant. So what happened? You're focusing on an elephant and you're thinking of something that you do not want.
Yeah.
So when you think of something that you do not want, you are still manifesting that result.
Yeah.
And for that, you're getting something that you do not want and you're not happy with it, and it continues.
Yeah. And I just said to you before we started recording that I realized just before this that we have this image that is in our room, and I wake up to every day and I feel like subconsciously this has been manifested. Would you agree with that?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I feel so happy right now because I don't think I realized that's what we were doing. And just so you understand, I found this at a decorating store and it was $20.
And you're happy.
And we put it up and I was like, this is perfect. Every morning I'm going to wake up and this is what I'm going to see. And I think subconsciously we've manifested it. And now it's soon, our new adventure is going to start soon. So, okay. So now we've sort of swayed people. They're thinking of elephants. What are maybe 3 things that people can implement starting today after they've listened to you, to make, to create that attraction, to create that positivity in their life?
Great. You see, in my workshop, what I do is that we actually use words to help us.
Okay.
Words to help us to focus on what we want.
Language, yeah, the right language.
So step 1 we call contrast to clarity. This is one of the step that you need to put a lot of work into it.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Using
change
the
your
correct-
language. Change your language,
Yeah.
use different words, okay?
Okay.
What else can they do?
Yeah. So try this. You can try this. In fact, how words can change or move your vibe from negative to a positive vibe.
Yeah.
It's very simple. If at this moment I ask you to think of a word that makes you negative, think of a word that
Yeah.
makes you unhappy.
Yeah.
Think of one word that just makes you sad or angry.
Yes.
So while you are thinking of that word, your vibe is in negative.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
See how powerful words. Yeah. Now the moment I say, think of a word that makes you happy. Think of a word that motivates you. Think of a word that inspires you.
Yeah.
And your vibe starts to change to a positive state, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
It's so simple. How you can control or put your vibe into a positive state. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that. Thank you. Okay, so we have to change our language. We have to think of the words that we're using, and so that our vibration will change. That's fantastic. Now, I know you're doing ongoing workshops.
Yeah.
If somebody now is curious, they want to know more, how do they get in touch with you?
Thank you, Nancy. We do have this link in LinkedIn.
Okay.
Which I think we will share this to the audience.
Absolutely, we're going to share it in the comments, the description box.
Yeah, correct. And of course, the Facebook page that's I'm managing it, where we also once in a while we also share a bit of this law of attraction stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so we'll include the links in the description box so people, is there anything else like you would love to impart or share with people so that they know that this is really something they need to implement, not only in their personal life, but in our businesses as well?
Okay, if I have the time, I may want to share this. The easiest way to focus on something positive, on something that you want.
Yes.
Remove these 3 words from your vocab.
Okay, so you want us to remove 3 words from our vocabulary. Go ahead.
Don't. Not.
Don't. Not.
And no.
And no. Don't.
And no. Yeah.
Not. And no. Okay.
It's absolutely, yes.
I hope everybody heard that. So we have some great tips with Kang Wei, certified law of attraction coach. Thank you so much for being with me on Noon with Natalie today. For those of you who just tuned in, my name's Natalie. I own Master Your Authentic Voice. I'm a communications coach, and my goal is really to help people feel good about what they have to say in all of their speaking opportunities, from big to little conversations. Whatever you choose to do today, have an incredible day. Kang Wei, thank you for being with me today.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you for having me today. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.